Yo, so we just got our hand on a new role, which is the Troubadour, at level 75 a couple of days ago, and I was trying to understand how this thing actually works. Although this is already available on the Chinese servers, I don't speak Chinese, unfortunately. But yeah, it's fine, because today I got everything that we need to know about the new role Troubadour. And there's 3 points that we're gonna, talk about. First, what is Troubadour? Second, it's gonna be, is Troubadour, important? 3, how to unlock and level up Troubadour. But yeah, this is gonna be the topic for today's video, 3 topics, and we're gonna dive into it, okay? But before we hit today's video, you guys know the drill, but if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button. And also subscribe. Second thing I want you guys to do, I want to go to the game and then go to perks, and then you see something called creator code. Go there and put my code, which is S3DOX. This will support me as a creator. It will also give you something back, so it's a win-win, alright? Alright, let's not waste any more time and head straight into it. Now, it is known that in most MMORPG there is something called Bard. Now, Bard is a role that basically plays instruments to provide buffs to his friends. And Troubadour is by no means indifferent, okay? Troubadour is a role that you can, level up, and when you level up, you unlock more buffs or better buffs that you can provide to both your teammates and yourself. And that's literally how MMORPG, other MMORPG work, okay? So Troubadour is a buffer of some sorts, buffer role, but it's not an expertise, okay? We know that there is the DPS, which are the sniper, the minigun, and the grenade launcher, okay? So these are 3 DPS. We also have the healer, the support character, which goes to the bio, and finally we have the shield, okay? The shield is the guy, the little problematic guy, okay? This is the shield, and those are the 3 things that we have. So adding a forge layer to it and being a buffer, which won't contribute a lot, it was smart of them to actually make it a role rather than an expertise. And to be honest, I'm really happy with that decision. So we came up to the conclusion of Troubadour being a buffer role, which you can use to give your friends a buff, which are either a healing buff, a defense buff, or a damage buff. Moving on to the second question, which is, why is Troubadour important? Now, this is probably the question that is roaming around your head, and I got the right answer. Okay, we got Troubadour, a buffer, so what? Is probably what you could be saying, okay? No, I could say that's wrong, because you see, Troubadour is a buffer and anyone can use it. You are not gonna take a long time to max it out, because the max level is level 30 for each role, meaning you won't take a lot, probably a week or 2 if you do Troubadour every day. You're gonna max it up, and it doesn't take a long. You just gotta play a couple of pianos, couple of whatever you want, guitar, whatever, and you're just gonna max it out. Okay, it's that easy, and in return you're not gonna be missing on anything. Rather, you're gonna be benefiting from a lot of stuff. Now look at what we actually gonna be getting. Now this is, some of them are max level, some of them are low level, and that's also because we just got it recently, so we can't see actually the maximum we can get out of it, but you can see what we can actually get at the lowest level. And remember, this is level 7 Troubadour, it's not level 30, okay? So level 30 is the maximum, and we just got this couple of stuff. It's pretty, you're not losing anything, you're just getting those buffs for free, so why would you say no? Okay, moving on to the last question, which is how to unlock and level up Troubadour. Now, to unlock it and level it up, you have to unlock first, the junkyard settlement, which I recommend you to watch my last video where I explained that. Now, Troubadour, you can see here, you're gonna go here and you're gonna see active role. Just like that, you're gonna get a little side mission, a little, let's call it tutorial, which is gonna explain how this Troubadour work. Now, I would say that this actually doesn't explain fully the potential of Troubadour. It only says it's music, blah blah blah, and that's it. It doesn't say about the buffs, it doesn't say about anything, okay? So you're gonna talk about talk to this guy right here, which gonna explain a couple of stuff, give you some steps on how this instruments work, but not how the buffs work. And for the buffs, it's gonna be my part to explain how they work. But before we head into that, we wanna understand, I wanna explain how this band thingy works. So a band is a band. Literally, you're gonna be doing tours from time to time, and people can gift you, which will raise your popularity and give you a little title for being among the top players. Now remember that you can invite up to 4, actually 3, because you're gonna count yourself. So 3 other people to your band, which you can, you know, sing with them, play instruments with them, and, you know, rise your fame all together. But that's totally meant to people that actually enjoy music and, you know, want or love to create music. And this is just a way for them to express themselves, okay? Alright, enough about the band stuff. Now we're gonna start talking about the actual thing, the buffs. Now how the buffs work is you have to select one of the instruments. By selecting the little hand thingy, the mention thingy you can see on the top of the chat, you can click the third one on the bottom and then click perform. Select one of these instruments, but remember you have to have the right instrument. The reason behind that is when you click CD, you're gonna see, you know, a troubadour, and then you see the exact instrument you're gonna use to actually get this, and then you see on top of it something called increase skill strength, increase max HP, and you can see, you know, the right instrument that you need for that exact buff. Now you can get CDs, there's 2 ways you can actually get them. The first one is when you upgrade your troubadour, you know, nodes. For example, you upgrade HP 1, you're gonna get a CD, or we can get them from the store, or you can find them in the wilderness. Now I'm gonna be making a whole separate video where I showed you know, all those CDs you can find, so you don't have to worry about that, and that's probably gonna be my next video, okay? I'm gonna start exploring and probably find out literally every CD that you can find in the game. But yeah, let us explain how this actually works. So I just applied the skill strength buff, and you can see that it's lasting for a whopping 30 minutes. It's not small, okay? It's huge, okay? I don't care what you think, but that's not small, because that's only one buff, okay? And you also have the other 2 buffs, so you can also apply another buff and another defense buff. So it's amazing, okay? It's pretty good, all right? Now before I forget, how you can actually upgrade Troubadour is first you gotta understand how this upgrade works. So every day you can get a maximum of 1600 XP for Troubadour, and you can get a weekly of a maximum weekly of 8000 XP, you know, every week. So I don't know, maybe it's probably gonna take us more than a week, but you're not actually gonna invest in it for more than actual 2 weeks, okay? You're probably gonna do it for like, I don't know, 4 days, and then the other 3 days you're not gonna do anything about it, and then the next week. So it's probably gonna last for a month and a half probably to actually max it out, but it's not like you're continuously grinding towards it, okay? But yeah, literally clicking buttons will increase your Troubadour, so you're not doing anything special. Just click a bunch of buttons and here you go. But if you actually want to learn music, then I would recommend you to search a little bit on YouTube, because there is some pretty good, amazing, YouTubers that are presenting a lot of good music in the community, the music and Undawn community, okay? Now, I want to let you know that whenever you get a new CD, it's gonna be like this. It's not gonna be a play button, but rather a training button, and that's where you have to master it. And by clicking those buttons, basically you're mastering this CD. And after some time, you know, after playing it, to be more specific, 10 times, you're gonna master that CD. Now, probably gonna be more CDs that are gonna be requiring more. But if that's the case, you'd be fine, you know, you're not doing anything. And by maxing them, you're not actually have to click those buttons again and to actually play this song and get the buff. You just have to click the play button and you're gonna get the buff, okay? So you're not wasting more time. So I would recommend you to actually master all those CDs so you don't fall into a situation where you're gonna be wasting time rather than saving it, okay? But yeah, I probably compile everything that you probably need to know about this Troubadour. We're gonna be getting a Highwayman pretty soon, so we'll be making a guide about that. But yeah, that should be it about today's video. If you made it this far, make sure you hit that like button and also subscribe. And with that being said, see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.